Hey guys, so this is the next set of destashing I'm doing. If you're interested in any of these lots, please leave your PayPal email address down below or private message me with the lot number that you want and your PayPal email address. The first one who does that is going to get the first claim on it, okay? If somebody asks if it's available, but they don't leave their PayPal email address, but somebody else does who comments later, then they're the ones who are gonna, the one who leaves their PayPal email address is going to be the one who I respond to first because they're following the rules like they're supposed to. All right? So I'll send you an invoice if it's available, or I'll let you know somebody else claimed it before you did, because the people who leave comments down below may not see, well, they're not going to see my private messages that I receive. And guys, somebody said in one of my other videos the last time I destashed that I'm putting favoritism to my friends, and I'm not. First of all, I don't know anybody here on YouTube personally, okay? There are people who buy from me and who I give advance notice of that I'm going to be posting videos, so they're on the lookout for it, and they respond really quickly. So just because I say somebody else beat somebody to a claim on something, it doesn't mean I'm showing favoritism. I look at the timestamps, okay? Somebody who private messages me may have beat you on a time frame. I don't know if I'm explaining that the way, you know, but just be aware, I'm not showing favoritism to anybody. Even the people who I give advance notice to have lost out on some lots because they didn't respond quickly enough, okay? I just feel like I have to say that because it seems like the last destashing I did, there were some people who, you know, got kind of bent out of shape a little bit. And I just want to let you know, I try to be fair to absolutely everybody, okay? All right. PayPal only, US only, and I'll get these out the next business day after payment is received, okay? So this is all going to be all fabric. I have 5 lots coming up, and this is going to be all fabric related. So if you're not into fabric or textiles, then wait until the next video to see if it is going to be something, because that's all is going to be in this video for this one anyway, okay? So this is, I have a couple of lots that are textile fabrics. This is going to be lot number 6, upholstery fabric swatches, $23 shipped in a large priority mail flat rate box. I'm basically giving this away for just the cost of shipping and the PayPal fee. Okay, because it's $20 to ship this large box, not including the PayPal fee. Alright, so this is again the boho fabric or gypsy fabric that I was going to use for gypsy journals, boho journals. So this is just a bunch of fabric swatch books that I took the fabric swatches out. Right here you can see. And out of the book form because it's just easier to ship that way. And these are those. So this is for anybody who is into that kind of fabric art. And I'm just going to go through here and show all the different, there's all kinds of textures and colors in here. But again, when I got this book, it just reminded me of like that gypsy look. Which is why and here you can see the back. This is the way they look. So you can include these into your fabric books. There's all kinds, like this is real tactile. Oh, my garbage men are coming. Okay, and alright, then I have just this fuzzy fabric piece right here. It's kind of a big piece. But again, just to add extra, you know, dimension to your fabric book. And then I have this fabric sampler also that I had bought from an Etsy seller. I'm trying to get it sorted so that I can show you those pieces. That's like a very pale lavender satin. This has dots on it that are kind of raised. Keep grabbing two. Okay. I'm going to throw that one in the center there. Alright. Then I'm not going to take all these out. I'm just going to do a flip through, okay? I'm trying to do this fast because I've got a lot to go through on these fabric boxes. Again, these are really big square pieces on these right here. Oh, okay. I guess that's just part of the fabric swatch there. Very tactile on this one too. Okay, that's it on that one. And then let's just do a quick flip through on this. Of course I have it ass backwards. I wish I was retired so I had time to do all the projects that I would really like to do. I'd spend all day in my craft room if I was retired. But I work full-time, Monday through Friday, office hours, and there's just not enough time in the day. Oh, that's really cool. This has like velvet mixed in with, just, I don't know what you call that other fabric, but it's raised. The velvet is raised anyway. More velvet. More velvet. Velvet. It's kind of like a, I don't know what, I was going to say suede, but it's not really suede. Lots of fun pieces to play with in these, in this box right here, because of all the different patterns and textures that you get. Okay, so that's it on lot 1, 23 shipped. And I don't remember how I had all this in here. Ugh, so I'll have to pack it up later. Get it out of the way so I can show the next lot. Okay, lot number 7, because that was lot 6, right? Yeah. Alright, lot number 7, the same. Going to be kind of miscellaneous fabric. This one is $21 shipped. So this one I'm not making anything on. Not even the cost of my printer ink and tape. And Xyron runner. Okay. I have this green corduroy. This is a lot of utility fabrics in this one, you guys. So this is a big piece of, you know, maybe half a yard of this green corduroy. Then I have this faux vinyl right here, and there's a big piece of that too. I was going to make journals out of that. This small piece of velvet in black and in red. I have this fabric right here, black and white by Fabric Quilt. It's got like a metallic texture to it. And this is like, I don't know, maybe half a yard, a little over half a yard. I believe this is a full yard of this one. This is from Joann. I have this satin material. Half a yard. A yard? I don't know. The suede-like material. It's like a faux suede-like material. This really pretty satin. Again, I was going to use this in a gypsy journal, and I believe this is a full yard of that color. Maybe just a little under. Again, I was going to use in a gypsy journal. This green. This, and there's like, you know, half a yard of that, a yard. And the same with this, that has this metallic gold shot through it. It's either half a yard or a yard. I think that's like a full yard. This one, this is really heavy weight construction right here. I cut one little section out, so I think it's a whole yard except for that little section. But again, very tactile. Keep saying textile. Tactile. All of these in here kind of are. This padded piece. All of these are like really heavy duty. That's why it's filling up the box really quickly, because this is very thick fabric, which is what I wanted for the fabric books I was making. Don't pay attention to that. Some more that I just put in here. Probably half a yard of that. I believe this is a full yard. Again, it just looked like gypsy. I went to Joann and just picked out a bunch of fabrics that I thought looked gypsy colored. So that's kind of what I went for, as well as the feel of it. And then I have this Parisian themed. This may be 2 yards of this. I think it's more than 1 yard. But this is that Parisian themed burlap. Okay. All right, so that's lot 7, miscellaneous fabric for 21 shipped. Lot numbers 8 through 10 are just regular fabric, you guys. So this is lot 8 fabric for 23 shipped in a padded mailer. And these are all the fabrics you're going to get. All of this in here is like a half a yard or a full yard. So there's this sewing themed one right here. I was trying to find the salvage end, whatever you call it. Vintage Country is the name of this one. It's a Robert Kaufman fabric. Then I have this, I believe. I think this is only half a yard. This is really pretty with all the noose postcards, with all the floral on it. Let's see if there's a name on this. I'm going to take forever doing this video because of the way I'm having to maneuver all this fabric. It's called French Post by Michael Miller. This one, it's got, again, a sewing theme. Seams, as in S-E-A-M-S, Seems Like Old Times. And I can't read that name. I have no clue. But again, it has a sewing theme. It has a sewing theme to it. Yep, this video is going to take forever. Okay. Then I have like a small piece of this. I did use this. Did I use this? Maybe not. I have this piece right here. Again, it's sewing themed. It's like maybe a quarter of a yard. This Parisian themed. It has a real pretty pinks in it. Right here. This is should be a full yard. I'm trying to find the selvage end. It just says pattern Paris C. And this is Timeless Treasures. Yeah, that's all it says. So Timeless Treasures fabric. Oh, good Lord, I'm going to be here all day. Unfolding it's no big deal. It's refolding it. Okay. Then there is this piece right here. And this. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It just says UA Live Life Collection. So, no clue on that one. Again, this is like a 1/4 inch piece, but it has a dress form, umbrella, again, a Parisian feel to it. Well, it says Paris on it right there. Duh. Okay. This one is Timeless Treasured, Timeless Treasures 2. This is that. And I think this is just 1/2 yard. Begin the Begin. Very pretty fabric. This Parisian theme. I have a trend with my fabric buying, that's for sure. So, really pretty. This one is Timeless Treasures as well. And I did use a square, can't see, but I did cut some of that out because I did use it in a fabric book that I made. And then I have this Tim Holtz Eclectic Elements, and this should be like a full yard of the French script. Okay? Full yard of that. That is lot number 8, fabric for 23 shipped. And it's coming exactly like this in the bag, okay? Alright, lot number 9, fabric, 23 shipped. This is a basic gray fabric, and I have no idea what collection this came from. Yeah, I have no idea. It just starts the name basic gray here and just has a pattern number on it. But this is a really pretty collage, and I did use some of that also. This was I believe a 1/2 yard, and I used a little square off of that on another fabric book that I made, or some fabric piece that I did. And then there's this really pretty Parisian fabric here. I believe this is a 1/2 yard as well. This is Elizabeth Studio. Yeah, no clue. So there's just some of it right there. This French label, I believe I used 1 block of this. This is another 1/2 yard piece. A lot of these were bought online, and so I would only buy like a, you know, 1/2 yard on some of these because it was so expensive. So didn't want to spend a whole yard price. And this one, right here, again, Parisian themed, Parisian or sewing themed. I always bought that. Timeless Treasures. Yeah, just Timeless Treasures fabric. And then all the Timeless Treasure ones just have a pattern number on it, not a name. Really pretty collage that you could use in a ladies fabric journal. And again, with the sewing, got a little sewing theme. Half-yard piece of this. Life collection. Oh, there's a pin in that. I thought I grabbed all those when I was taking them off the card. This one to me had kind of a steampunk feel to it, so I really liked that. Seems like old times, which was a collection in that other envelope I just showed you. Then there is Timeless Treasures again. More of this French script. Just a big collage piece. And then I have this Waverly fabric. I did use some of this. It still feels like there's like more than a yard in here though. This is that Rustic Toile by Waverly. And I did make a couple of fabric projects out of that. I altered this cone right here that I hang in my craft room. It's actually a little pin cushion. And I'd seen Natasha's Scrapbook Corner. Natasha had done a piece like this. And I was like, oh, I got to copy that. And you can see that toile I put on I collaged this on one of those cones. The paper mache cones with my little dangle here. And I also altered a frame and made a huge pin cushion out of that material too. So some of that has been used, but I believe it's still a full yard. Okay, so that's lot number 9, 23 shipped. Finally, lot number 10, fabric, 23 shipped. Okay, this is going to include this really beautiful fabric right here. This is Night Fairies is the name of this one. And this is really pretty. It's got like glitter effects all over it. Really pretty little fairies. It's really shabby chic looking fabric right here. I believe this is half a yard. This really pretty shabby blue. Again, a half a yard. And then I got these shabby sampler packs right here. So they're this square. So I'm going to fold it up so I can show you the patterns. Really pretty shabby blue, pink, more pink, that pink, and this is really pretty too with the blue and the pink. Okay, and then this really pretty shabby paisley. Again, I believe this is half a yard. And then I have the Ladies Diary by Graphic 45. I believe this is a full yard of this. That matches that Ladies Diary line. Then I have the Eclectic Elements. This is a full yard of the Tim Holtz called Bouquet. Again, just a really shabby floral. And then I have a full yard of, what's the name? It's Robert Kaufman Sewing Studio is the name of this one. And it's just all these dress forms. And that's should be a full yard of that as well. Okay, so that's it on the fabric, you guys. That one was lot number 10 fabric for 23 shipped. And I'll be back with the next set of videos.